The Lost Tribe, or the Los Angeles Hunting Party, consisted of 10 predators, and they visited Earth in 1997. Although they were apparently in the city for several days, only one of their members, the City Hunter, actually performed a hunt during this time. Given this, it is possible the visit to Los Angeles was some sort of initiation or trial for the City Hunter, with the other members of the group acting as overseers. When the City Hunter was honorably killed by Mike Harrigan, Grayback, the hunting party's elder, gave Harrigan a flintlock pistol, and the hunting party left Earth aboard the mother ship. The Lost Tribe consisted of 10 unique Yacha members, including Armored Lost, who later joined the Rogue Space Tribe, Guardian, who was a temple guard for the revered clan leader, Boar and his brother Stalker, Scout, Snake, who is a mercenary for the Serpent Clan, Warrior, Shaman, who is a spiritual leader, the City Hunter, and all led by Elder Grayback, also known as the Golden Angel. So follow me on this journey as we go through each of the 10 members and learn a little bit more about their rich history with the Lost Tribe. Number 1. Armored Lost Predator. Armored Lost Predator, a master of weapons, this mysterious mercenary of the Rogue Space Tribe was originally part of Grayback's old crew, the Lost Tribe, from which he took his name. After being tricked into a heist job with Spiketail and Lasershot on Yacha Prime, Lost was convicted as an accomplice to the theft of experimental Yacha technology, which included weapons and a spaceship. Being pursued by the High Council and their enforcers, the trio used the stolen prototype ship to narrowly escape off-world. After his deception, Lost had no trust for his 2 new partners, but conceded that it's the only tribe he can still hunt with and maintain his honor. Now with an advanced ship, they can travel through space and time to explore new systems, unlike any other Yacha ever could. In addition to taking mercenary jobs from other alien races, they eventually became specialized in artificial intelligence hunts, expanding well past biological targets. Silent and tactical, Lost prefers solitude and brings much needed order to the otherwise chaotic nature of his new crew. After leaving the Lost Tribe, he joined the Rogue Space Tribe, which consisted of Spiketail and Lasershot. Spiked-tail Predator, the leader of the Rogue Space Tribe. Unorthodox hunting methods and use of illegal weapons caused the exile of his team from Yacha Prime. Using stolen time-space technology, the Space Tribe can travel much farther in the galaxy than most Yacha. This has allowed them to advance past hunting organic beings. They find non-organic mechanical beings to be more challenging prey and have modified their gear accordingly. Spiketail's age is assumed to be considerable, thus many suspect that the robotic trophies he claims for ornamentation are actually physical enhancements necessary to keep him in capable condition. The Yacha known as a Lasershot is a bad-blood sociopath with an obsession for technology and high-tech weaponry, always seeking new and grotesque methods of self-improvement. Growing up without a clan, honor and tradition never held any value for him. His only motivation is a morbid scientific curiosity with the goal of becoming the most efficient killing machine. Treating his body as a customizable vessel for his mind, he's been known to surgically integrate tech into his body in order to enhance his physical abilities. Several instances of self-mutilation are known, such as replacing his left hand for modular weapon use and even removing his own eye because he built a more advanced version. Lasershot's understanding of technology and biosurgery have made him a valuable asset to the Rogue Space Tribe for hunting non-organics. In turn, Spiketail and Armored Lost accept his dark obsessions and unusual personal interests. Number 2. Scout Predator. Scout Predator, born on a harsh, isolated island, Scout descends from a rare subspecies on Yacha Prime. This island is known for breeding unique hunters who become specialized in stealth and long-range kills as a means of surviving the dangerous wildlife. Highly trained at using custom-built plasma rifles, Scout is a master of precision, as well as an expert of reconnaissance and strategic observation. As part of Greyback's Lost Tribe, he's mainly tasked with terminating secondary targets from a distance to allow the rest of the group to focus on the primary target. At the same time, he continually watches for the potential dangers. Long-range weapons are usually considered dishonorable in Yacha culture. However, since Scout only uses plasma rifles of his own design and build, he's allowed to participate in hunts in this capacity on the condition that he does not kill any primary targets. Serving as both a strategist and a protector, Scout is a hunter of rare skill, contributing significantly to the Lost Tribe's legendary success in ways that are commonly overlooked. Speaking of Scout Predator being a subspecies, we will take a look at some other subspecies predators right now, starting with Stalker Predator, who descends from the Night Hunter clan near the southern pole of the Yacha Prime. Stalker lives in a world of complete darkness. Having developed unparalleled night vision technology, the members of Stalker's clan hunt in coordinated packs over large open areas. Their translucent skin is environmental adaptation that allows their fluorescent green blood to shine through, and that glow acts as a location signal in the absence of light. Pack hunting offers a great advantage, for while most creatures in this area are blind, their prey is also much larger than them and thus extremely dangerous to take down alone. Stalker and his clan are very removed from the rest of the planet and thus hunt more for survival than for sport. The Night Hunter clan is one of the few predator clans that does not possess cloaking technology, as it is of no use in this environment. Super predators are larger than the mainstream predators in muscularity but stand roughly the same height. They are more reptilian in appearance and have scaly skin in addition to different color pigmentation. Another feature is their dreadlocks, which are far more swept back than those found on normal Yacha. And they also possess a longer face, giving them a small snout and more reptilian looking in effect. And a super predator's trill is also much deeper and far more beast-like than the trill of commonly seen predators. Hornhead Predator, also known as Champion, was the strongest warrior of the Tartarus Clan, located on the planet LV-797. Notable members of this clan are Hivewor's Predator and Cracked Tusk Predator. Unfortunately, he was killed by Ahab in a duel on LV-223 to earn Ahab's right to rejoin the tribe. Number 3. Stalker Predator. Stalker Predator, the younger, more reserved of the two Boar brothers. Stalker is one half of the intergalactic mercenary duo known mostly from underworld rumors. Forced to flee their home at an early age due to an attack by a rival tribe, Stalker and Boar survived for years alone on their own with only one another to rely on. Becoming very good at surviving, they also became great thieves. Stalker, being the quiet, meticulous type, would turn out to be the brains of the two, coming up with the plans, while Boar was more interested in the execution. Despite their combined skills, they would eventually get caught stealing from a dangerous Yacha elder known as Greyback. But instead of killing the youths, he decided to put their talents to use and train them to be part of his hunting tribe. Their first hunt, Los Angeles, was only to observe, but it wasn't long before they were sent on their own hunt, and because of their teamwork, proved to be a very effective duo. The brothers would later choose to remain off-world, taking dangerous jobs for hire, ranging from protection, extraction, and exotic trophy hunting, all organized by Stalker, who had become a very cunning and strategic leader. This, combined with Boar's aggression and bravery, makes no mission too much for this tribe of two. Number 4. Guardian Predator. Guardian Predator, as the only member of the Lost Tribe to have served as a temple guard, Guardian's skills are much more similar to a soldier than a hunter. After serving some time protecting the clan leader, he sought to apply his unique methods to trophy hunting. He was chosen by Greyback himself for his experience with high-powered artillery and explosives. Guardian is the very definition of the big gun among his fellow hunters, often using his array of ballistics to quickly create new paths or clear an area of potential threats. Because of these specialties, he was rarely tasked with taking out the primary targets. After all, in order to acquire a trophy, there needs to be something left. Limitations set on his role among the Lost Tribe would eventually cause Guardian to leave for solo missions. During that time, he would learn to master his devastating arsenal, seeking the most dangerous xenomorph hunts in the universe. With his potential finally proven, Guardian's new path would earn him the coveted Yacha status of elite hunter. The clan leader, the supreme leader of Yacha Prime, also known as the Grand Elder. Clan leader has ruled for centuries and is proven to be the wisest and strongest leader amongst all elders. His superior hunting record, fighting skill, and great cunning are legendary, earning him the highest position in Yacha society. Assassination attempts and tribal uprisings are commonplace for clan leader, but he has proved to be an invulnerable force, earning the respect of his people and striking fear into those who oppose him. He is rarely seen by his subjects, and stories have grown from what little is known of him. He is said to be immortal, possessing abnormal strengths and abilities, and many believe that his mechanical tendrils are sentient beings under his divine control, and these tales have yet to be disproven. Number 5. Battle-damaged city hunter. Battle-damaged city hunter. Newly blooded, the city hunter was a young, brash Yacha who joined the Lost Tribe for his first off-world hunt on Earth, 1997. Upon their arrival, the veteran hunters of the tribe dispersed to various parts of the planet. As decided by Elder Greyback, the final hunt would be the city hunter to test his skills in the concrete jungle of Los Angeles. LA's drug war was expected to be ripe with challenging targets for the eager hunter who by that point was beyond ready to prove himself. Subtlety was an afterthought while sporting a vast array of the tribe's weapons and armor. He quickly became overzealous, carelessly drawing attention to himself as he left evidence of his existence to be tracked by the CIA, all while attacking any armed humans he encountered, worthy or not. Had his killing spree continued much longer, Warrior Predator would have been tasked with retrieving the youth. But City Hunter's erratic methods would soon lead to his demise when he was killed in combat by Lieutenant Mike Harrigan following a long, grueling duel which ended aboard the Lost Tribe ship. With the Lost Tribe now gathered and the confrontation having been witnessed, City Hunter's death was considered honorable. An elder allowed Harrigan to leave before returning home with the City Hunter's body. Number 6. Warrior Predator. Warrior Predator, a student of ancient Yacha fighting traditions. Warrior is one of the few elite hunters forged in fire by the Blood Ring, a combative fighting sport created ages ago when the Amenji invaders forced the Yacha ancestors to fight one another in a Colosseum-style battle. As was the case hundreds of generations before, the use of energy weapons in this sport is not permitted. However, mastery of melee weapons is essential to survive. In modern times, this combat tradition continues as a measure of strength and skill, pitting the strongest Yacha fighters against vicious alien creatures, often xenomorphs, fighting to the death. Despite his elite status, Warrior continues to revisit the Blood Ring when not on hunts to keep his skills sharp. Celebrated for his victories, he is considered by many to be the toughest among all hunters. One of the eldest members of the Lost Tribe, Warrior is the trusted right hand of Greyback,
and is the weapons master for off world missions, in addition to acting as an effective Plan B for taking down the most dangerous targets whenever necessary. Some hunters use a self destruct device as a last resort, but the Lost Tribe calls in Warrior. And another elite predator, known famously for hunting xenomorphs, is the Serpent Hunter Predator. He is from the elite clan and is known for being the most successful xenomorph hunter of all time. Serpent Hunter specially designed his biomask to resemble the head of his prey in honor of his achievements and his obsession. Never removing his mask in front of others, he believes it helps him think more like the Xenos, and he sometimes even mimics their movements. A skilled tracker and master of weapons, much of his success also stems from his considerably long life, estimated at over 1,000 years. However, anyone who has come in contact with Serpent Hunter will attest that he is in peak physical condition, showing no signs of old age. Shrouded in mystery, his tendency to remain aloof outside of the hunt only leads to further speculation about what really lies under the mask. Number 7. Shaman Predator. Shaman Predator, one of the oldest living predators. Shaman is no stranger to Earth. In mid-19th century North America, he hunted the strongest warriors of indigenous human tribes with only primitive, handmade weapons. The mysterious skull-faced apparition they saw became known in some Native American folklore as Wechuge, or man-eating demon, because he would devour his prey to absorb their spirit and strength and fashion their bones into new weapons for the next kill. Shaman began as an apprentice of the ancient Yacha mystical beliefs, and his dark presence and obsession with the macabre was disturbing even to other Yacha. But in his later years, he found his place as a spiritual leader with the Lost Tribe, by which time he developed seemingly clairvoyant abilities, helping to guide and advise the younger hunters. Number 8. Boar Predator. Boar Predator, slightly older and more aggressive than his brother-in-arms Stalker. Boar is the muscle of the mercenary duo known as the Boar Brothers. Having been forced to flee their tribe as youths, Boar became his brother's protector, and they soon found a home in the planet's secret underworld. Avoiding enforcers as well as bad bloods quickly became routine, and without Boar's combination of courage and rage, the two would have never reached maturity. Born with a talent for physical combat, Boar developed a strong admiration for the hunters and used their treacherous new surroundings as a training ground for his and Stalker's quest to become hunters themselves. When they weren't scrounging for food or work, Boar would teach his younger sibling how to fight using anything available. They often sought to join groups of hunters passing through, but were ignored due to their young age and inexperience. It wasn't until they were caught stealing from an elder predator that they accidentally earned their way into a tribe. Boar and Stalker would go on to prove their worth to Elder Greyback and his lost tribe, establishing themselves as hunters and eventually becoming a force of their own. The Enforcer Predator. Enforcers are in charge of keeping order of the Yacha ways. They will travel the galaxy in order to take out bad bloods and other Yacha who do not follow these codes, including Boar and Stalker from the Lost Tribe. They will maintain peace and order. Bad Blood Predator. This predator is no sport hunter, but a blood-crazed psychotic, a butcher of its own kind, an unhinged killing machine. This predator does not follow the codes set by the Yacha and will hunt anything in its path, including other predators like Boar and Stalker. Number 9. Snake Predator. Snake Predator, Hailing from the infamous Serpent Clan, the snake predator specializes in close combat and quick precision strikes. A product of the Yacha underworld, Snake was raised in an environment where the greatest threats were often those closest to him, including his own brother, Viper. After being trained in the deadly arts, Snake went on to become a master assassin for his clan, accepting secret missions from anyone influential enough to barter for his services. Elders would often employ his talents in order to gain leverage over an opposing clan, extending their wealth and power. Armed with unique double-blade hand scythes, Snake has no use for clunky plasma casters, which allows his attacks to be silent and undetectable. Though not a true member of the Lost Tribe, Snake is occasionally tasked to oversee and assist with their hunts, since their leader Greyback also has a debt to the Serpent Clan. A debt that is to be repaid in highly coveted off-world trophies. Viper Predator is the leader of the notorious Serpent Clan, known throughout the Yacha underworld as the most skilled and brutal group of mercenaries. This clan includes his older brother, the Snake Predator. Specializing in xenomorph hunts and the occasional clan war, Viper and his crew have but one code to follow: finish every job. When not on a mission, he has been known to target those possessing valuable tech or honor trophies, which are used for bartering or kept for the next job. Viper sometimes works with the elder Crack Tusk on hunts. In return, the Serpent Clan receives weapons, big gear to endure jobs on foreign planets, and in some cases, personal transports such as the Blade Fighter vehicle. He has also been known on occasion to help enforcers track down bad bloods in exchange for immunity from various crimes. Number 10. Elder Predator, also known as Golden Angel. The Elder Predator, known as Greyback, originally visited Earth in the 18th century, encountering a crew of murderous pirates and claiming his first human kills. Years later, he'd go on to gather a hunting team which would amass an impressive collection of alien trophies as they would travel uncharted portions of the galaxy in pursuit of the most dangerous prey. Their hunts were usually so far from home that they'd earned the nickname Lost Tribe. The Lost Tribe were just as much explorers as they were hunters, and Greyback developed a reputation for taking down the most exotic species in the galaxy. He'd visit Earth once again in 1997, bringing his team of skilled Yacha for various hunts across the globe. This would culminate with the loss of their youngest hunter in Los Angeles. It wasn't the first time the Lost Tribe had suffered a death, and it would unlikely to be the last. But this is the thrill of the hunt, as Greyback knows better than any other. Speaking of elder predators, we will go through a few elders and clan leaders right now. Elder Predator. Mistakenly assumed by humans to be an elder, this seasoned Yacha is actually classified as an ancient and serves as a loyal advisor to the revered clan leader himself. Ancients are more spiritual and survival strategists rather than active hunting leaders like the elders. Ancients are revered for the wisdom and combat knowledge they have gathered over many years of life. Tasked with overseeing the blood trials of the three brothers on Bouvet Island in 2004, this ancient had a particular interest in the young Yacha known as Scar, his most promising pupil. He was proud to know that Scar died an honorable death defeating a horde of xenomorphs as well as subduing a queen. Broken Tusk Predator, or Deshande, was notably known for killing 50 xenomorphs and had even claimed the trophy of a queen during a disastrous hunt in which 9 blooded had died. He had grown so skilled at killing the hard meat that he would deliberately handicap himself when hunting the creatures, limiting himself to the use of only his wrist blades or a combat stick. Perhaps most notable, however, was his achievement of being the only Yacha to fight and kill a xenomorph in unarmed combat. The duel saw his left lower tusk broken, and though he could have had it reground, he opted to leave it as a reminder of his achievement, for himself and others. This trait earned him the nickname Deshande, meaning different knife.
which he would be called behind his back. Though it could be considered an insult, he took the name in stride and was in fact proud of the moniker he had received. Crack Tusk Predator, an old hunting tribe leader and revered elder. Most Yacha of Crack Tusk's age and reputation take a secondary role in society, forfeiting hunting opportunities to rule over a clan. But preferring to stay active, Crack Tusk is more of a field general than a common elder. A survival specialist, he has endured some of the harshest environments, from the lava deserts of his home world to the cold, barren conditions of Rim and Fiorina. His exceptional skills and experience has allowed him to train many young Yacha hunters to survive in the same cruel and harsh conditions. Cracktest is also credited as the originator of many of the weapons and technology used by the Lava Predator clan. A legendary hunter and leader, he has a reputation for always fulfilling each mission and bringing his hunting tribe back alive, no matter the circumstances. Stoneheart Predator was once an honorable warrior, then he was captured by Borgia Industries and subjected to a series of brutal augmentations that would see the towering predator brainwashed and turned into a cyborg. As his first combat test, he would be dispatched to end the revenge-fueled rampage of his former clan brother, Scarface. Before his conversion into a mind-controlled cyborg, Stoneheart was the enforcer and pack leader of the Darkblade clan, renowned for his size and brutality. He shunned range weaponry, preferring to take on his prey literally hand to hand, foregoing even the traditional wrist blades in favor of hand-mounted daggers. His name was earned from his practice of gruesomely dismantling his prey, including a member of a rival clan who challenged his honor and accused him of using widely reviled genetic augmentation to gain his fearsome size. Alongside his fellow unwilling bad bloods, Longspear and Swift-Knife, Stoneheart would meet his fate at the hands of the redeemed Scarface, who fought the giant and finally delivered him an honorable death. The infamous Tartarus Clan, led by Cracked Tusk Predator, who was an elder predator, established themselves on the Wayland-Yutani claimed planet of LV-797, nicknamed Tartarus. Upon discovering an engineered juggernaut on the planet, the clan sought to claim the ship for themselves, defending it from possible invaders. They would eventually find themselves in conflict with the United States Colonial Marine Corps and engaged in multiple skirmishes with Captain Paggett's platoon, and would come into conflict with Ahab Predator. So follow us on this journey as we learn a little bit more about the individual members of the Tartarus clan, including Ahab, Hive Wars, Hornhead, Cracked Tusk, Renegade, Scabbage, and Viper, and many others we will discuss today. Even though a lot of these members may not be full members, we'll learn a little bit about them, and a lot of these members did lose their lives in the battle on LV-797. But either way, we will go through this journey together, so I hope you enjoy. Crack Tusk Predator, an old hunting tribe leader and revered elder. Most Yacha of Crack Tusk's age and reputation take a secondary role in society, forfeiting hunting opportunities to rule over a clan. But preferring to stay active, Crack Tusk is more of a field general than a common elder. A survival specialist, he has endured some of the harshest environments, from the lava deserts of his home world to the cold, barren conditions of Rim and Florina. His exceptional skills and experience have allowed him to train many young Yacha hunters to survive in the same cruel and harsh conditions. Cracked Tusk is also credited as the originator of many of the weapons and technology used by the Lava Predator clan. A legendary hunter and leader, he has a reputation for always fulfilling each mission and bringing his hunting tribe back alive, no matter the circumstances. Unfortunately, land on the planet LV-797 with his clan and would eventually be killed in battle. Lava Planet Predator. a descendant of a rare tribe that inhabited the lethal volcanic regions of Yacha Prime. They wore specialized masks and cloaking nets to suppress the high levels of radioactivity. Their invisibility cloaking technology is highly advanced and nearly always active as a protective electromagnetic field against the radiation, though visible undulations of skin and armor are constantly moving and shifting amongst the fiery red landscape these predators occupy. Lava Clan warriors carry specialized weaponry specific for hunting the Vidrak insectoids of the desert. This is a rite of passage for most common Yacha warriors, but for the Lava Clan, it is a way of life. Hive Wars Predator. Stranded for years on Xenomorph Prime, his tribe was killed in a reckless xenohunt gone awry. Left with nothing but a broken ship and limited supplies, this predator has proven to be very resourceful, crafting new weapons from the wreckage of his vessel. He lives in isolation, an outcast amongst the enemy, often becoming the hunted himself. He once longed for rescue from the desolate planet, but has since realized that this is the greatest challenge a true warrior could ever hope for. He was eventually discovered by the Tartarus Clan and would join the tribe of hunters, and they would guard the engineered juggernaut derelict on the planet LV-797 and eventually encounter a platoon of Marines from the combat ship Hasdrubal. And unfortunately, Hive Wars would see his demise at the hand of the Marines. Renegade Predator. A young, brash, new blood Yacha with promise and vigor. Renegade is part of the Jungle Hunter clan associated with the hunt on Earth, Valverde, in 1987. He is headstrong and motivated, often rushing ahead of the hunting tribe, seeking the thrill of killing first. Renegade is often known to hunt with Crack Tusk's tribe, studying under the old master as an apprentice. The elder even helped the young hunter develop his unique hunting weapons. Within this tribe, Renegade struggles to cooperate with Scavenge, mostly due to the ties to Nightstorm, who is considered to be a devil in the jungle hunter's culture. Although he has enjoyed several off-world kills, this new blood still seeks his first xenomorph trophy, and he knows that despite his reservations about Scavenge, the Crack Tusk's tribe is his best chance of achieving this goal. It is unknown if he was part of the hunting party on LV-797. Scavenge Predator. A half-breed. Part Yacha, part super predator. Although raised in a small Yacha village, Scavenge prefers a nomadic lifestyle and has no official clan affiliation. A direct descendant of the ancient elder Nightstorm, he forged his armor and weapons to pay tribute to his powerful great ancestor, trading the gold of royalty for the warrior's steel. Unlike his super predator cousins, Scavenge lives by the Yacha honor code, but his silent nature, as well as his blatant reverence for Nightstorm, is often the cause of much contention amongst the other Yacha. A paradoxical loner with no interest in dealing with others, he will only follow those he greatly respects, such as the elder Cracked Tusk. Scavenge is also known to bring his hound on hunts. It's the only living creature he truly trusts. Nightstorm Predator, aka Scarab Predator. Over 4,000 years ago, before the ancient feud between the Yacha and the Rogues, super predators, Nightstorm accompanied one of the first Yacha xenomorph hunts to Egypt. However, he did not approve of the Yacha Code of Honor, feeling that it gave too much power and significance to the prey they hunted. Thus the feud between the tribes began, and Nightstorm's legend soon grew amongst his kind, eventually leading him to elder status. He set out to unite the rest of the super predator tribe, ruthlessly hunting nothing less than the noble Yacha warriors. Hornhead Predator, also known as Champion. The predator Ahab, who had sided with the Marines, confronted the new leader of the Tartarus Clan after Crack Tusk's death, and the two stared each other down. The leader summoned Hornhead, who was the tribe's strongest warrior, and he and Ahab began a brutal duel. If Hornhead won, the clan got the temple and its secrets. If Ahab won, the clan would accept Ahab and lay down their arms. With Hornhead eventually outmatched during the fight, he dishonorably drew his wrist blades and launched at Ahab with them, plunging them into his shoulder. However, Ahab came out on top, drawing his own wrist blades in retort, bisecting his right arm and slashing open his belly, and killing Hornhead. Ahab Predator. He was a veteran hunter, having taken many trophies from numerous worlds and gained many scars in the process. Ahab would come to develop an infatuation with the engineers and discovered signs of the species during one of his hunts, hell-bent on claiming one of the beings as a trophy. Ahab attempts to warn the new leader of the Tartarus clan of the dangers of the planet, but the clan leader refutes his warning, demanding that they have access to the Engineer Temple either to discover its riches or to exact revenge on the Marines. A duel soon begins between Ahab and the clan's strongest warrior, Hornhead, for dominance over the tribe. Ahab eventually comes out on top, killing Hornhead and earning the respect of the Tartarus party. The Engineers, also known as pilots, space jockeys, Ossians, Malakak, were an ancient extraterrestrial species of unknown origin. They possess some of the most advanced technology in the entire galaxy, with special emphasis placed on their skills in genetic engineering. Credited with the creation of humankind, engineers were believed to have been beneficent creators of sorts, who sailed the stars, terraforming primordial celestial bodies, and seeding them with the foundations of biological life. As such, they were revered as gods by the species they created. Viper Predator. Viper Predator is the leader of the notorious Serpent Clan, known throughout the Yacha underworld as the most skilled and brutal group of mercenaries. This clan includes his older brother, the Snake Predator. Specializing in xenomorph hunts and the occasional clan war, Viper and his crew have but one code to follow: finish every job. When not on a mission, he has been known to target those possessing valuable tech or honor trophies, which are used for bartering or kept for the next job. Viper sometimes works with the elder Crack Tusk on hunts. In return, the Serpent Clan receives weapons, biogear to endure the jobs on foreign planets, and in some cases, personal transports such as the Blade fighter vehicle. He has also been known on occasion to help enforcers track down bad bloods in exchange for immunity from various crimes. The Isolated Clan. For centuries, the Yacha have had a presence on Earth and have quietly influenced our history and culture. Worshipped as gods, these ancient predators taught humans how to construct pyramids and temples that served as ceremonial hunting grounds for young blood Yacha while hosting many dangerous prey. As tribute to their off-world deities, the natives would sacrifice themselves for these hunts, voluntarily becoming breeding grounds for creatures such as xenomorphs. And in 2004, 3 young-blood Yacha brothers are sent to Earth to the remote Antarctic location of Bouvet Island for an initiation hunt. This ceremonial rite of passage happens every 100 Earth years in an ancient underground pyramid. Their goal, to earn the title of Blooded Yacha by stalking and killing their first xenomorph prey. The brothers hail from an isolated Yacha clan high in the mountains, where temperatures vary from hot to freezing. Equipped with thermal heated netting, spiked foot claws, and full body armor, they are one of the few clans who can endure a sub-freezing sight for their off-world hunts. So follow me on this journey as we discuss a few members of the isolated clan. And though this clan was many in numbers, we have only been introduced to a select few. So let's begin now. Elder Predator. Mistakenly assumed by humans to be an elder, this seasoned Yacha is actually classified as an ancient and serves as a loyal advisor to the revered clan leader himself. Ancients are more spiritual and survival strategists rather than active hunting leaders like the elders. Ancients are revered for the wisdom and combat knowledge they have gathered over many years of life. Tasked with overseeing the blood trials of the three brothers on Bouvet Island in 2004, this ancient had a particular interest in the young Yacha known as Scar, his most promising pupil. He was proud to know that Scar died an honorable death, defeating a horde of xenomorphs as well as subduing a queen. Celtic Predator. Celtic is the oldest of the three brothers and is the alpha of their hunting group. Impulsive and brutishly aggressive, Celtic has accumulated the most kills amongst the group. As a result, he has earned more advanced weaponry than that of his kin, including a net launcher gauntlet and wrist blades that can flip 180 degrees. His life ends at the hands of the grid alien during a blind rage attempt to avenge the death of his brother Chopper. Scar Predator. Scar is the youngest and smartest of his brothers, being the only one to survive long enough to reach the status of Blooded Yacha. His resourcefulness and strategic planning result in numerous xenomorph kills, and he even eliminates the Queen's egg clutch. But despite his cunning and fierce fighting skills, he ultimately meets his demise at the hands of the Xenomorph Queen, and later becomes host to the Predalien hybrid. Chopper Predator. Chopper is always trying to impress his elder brother Celtic. Prone to taking careless risks, he is the most reckless of the three, wearing the least amount of body armor as proof. But for his flaws, he's the most practiced fighter amongst his siblings. His scimitar-wielding ability is second to none. Chopper is also fascinated by the self-destructive nature of humans, and wears 2 skulls on his back as a tribute to this. He is the first of his group to fall after being impaled by the grid alien. Ancient Warrior Predator. The Yacha title of Ancient is reserved for the oldest and wisest of a clan. At the end of an ancient's life, a successor must be appointed, usually a blooded Yacha, to lead the next generation. The biomasks of these ancients have been passed down for thousands of years and uniquely modified by each wearer.
Although not a guarantee of elder status, these chosen demand a higher degree of respect from the other hunters. Only the bravest and most cunning warriors earn the right to wear the mask of the ancients, as they are the most capable of surviving to long life. Temple Guard Predator. Personally appointed by the clan elders, the temple guards, also known as guardians, are chosen for their loyalty and fighting skill, as they are the personal escorts and protectors of the clan leaders. These Yacha must give up the hunter's life to honor their leader as a soldier and defender, preventing everything from assassinations to clan wars. The temple guards are also essential for off-world escorts, as they are tasked with protecting their elder from the prey being hunted and keeping order among the alien civilizations they encounter. Youngblood Predator. Youngblood was the first to successfully defeat xenomorphs on Earth thousands of years ago. In his youth, the xenomorph hunt was very experimental and had only recently been implemented as a way to determine the strongest young hunters from each tribe. The initial trials proved too difficult, and most of the Yacha attempting them were quickly killed by the feral new species. But Youngblood studied these creatures closely and would eventually adapt to overtake them. Developing special stalking techniques, he not only survived his trial, but managed to kill several xenomorphs, returning to his home world as an honored hero. Youngblood would go on to train the Yacha in the fine art of how to hunt the most dangerous prey in the galaxy. The Blood Brothers. Given the name Blood Brothers by their clan, the Isolated Clan, for their fame and success within the Blood Ring. These brothers, Executioner and Savage, were one of the greatest duos to ever compete in the Blood Ring. With the precision of Executioner and the wild unpredictability of Savage, these two would be too unorthodox for most opponents to figure out, and by the time they figured out the wild patterns of Savage, Executioner would deliver the killing blow. When not competing in the Blood Ring, Executioner would spend his time hunting down rogue bad bloods of the Isolated Clan and neighboring clans as the official Executioner, a rare title given to only a few. Savage would be the eyes and ears for the clan as the head scout. But after not returning from a mission, the elder received word that Savage has betrayed the clan and potentially killed another member. He has now become the hunted, and the Executioner has been summoned. Executioner Predator. A title only existing within the Isolated Clan. This title has only been given to a select few. The role of Executioner is to maintain order within the clan, similar to the Enforcers. However, due to the strict nature of the Isolated Clan, they do not believe in imprisonment. They believe in order to maintain order, these rogue predators must be made examples of and executed. This particular Executioner was known for his skill in the Blood Ring, where he showed his precision and dominance in a contained battle arena where he, alongside his brother Savage, battled xenomorphs and other dangerous creatures, as well as other predators wanting to prove their skills. After impressing the famous Blood Ring Predator warrior from the Lost Tribe in one of the matches, the Executioner was given Warrior's Biomask as an honor trophy. Executioner has now been tasked with executing his brother for his rogue status. But given his history with Savage, this will be the ultimate test where he has to choose between clan loyalty and family.
Savage predator. Given the name Savage for his merciless nature and unpredictability in the blood ring, this predator has been known to have a temper and bend the rules at times. It is, however, ironic that his older brother is the executioner and must uphold the rules. As head scout of the clan, it gives him the ability to work alone, which is what he prefers since he doesn't get along with anyone but his brother. Due to the strict nature of the isolated clan, Savage is currently being pursued for his rogue status. He has been convicted of killing another member and abandoning his last mission. Skilled in combat through the blood ring, Savage has yet to be killed, but now that his brother Executioner is on the hunt, it is doubtful he will survive much longer. On the run and looking for another clan to protect him, he questions if his brother would actually kill him. The Super Predator Clan were a group of super predators who were in conflict with the more traditional jungle hunter clan. The Super Predator Clan were possibly exiled bad bloods. They operated a game preserve planet and were known for abducting life forms from other worlds and transporting them to the planet so that they could hunt them. Unlike the jungle hunter cousins, super predators care not for honor or fairness. They seek only the thrill of the kill, and to improve themselves by testing themselves against the most dangerous individuals of the respective species that the predators kidnap them from. Super predators use traps and hellhounds, and by kidnapping their prey, they give themselves a home field advantage. So today, we will discuss Berserker, the clan leader. We will discuss Falconer, Tracker. We will also talk about other super predators who are part of the lore, and one extra predator at the end who ties to the super predators. So follow me on this journey as we talk about the Super Predator Clan. So let's rewind all the way to the beginning and talk about the history of the super predators by introducing you to the original super predator, Nightstorm. Nightstorm Predator, or Scarab Predator. Over 4,000 years ago, before the ancient feud between the Yacha and the Rogues, which are the super predators, Nightstorm accompanied one of the first Yacha xenomorph hunts to Egypt. However, he did not approve of the Yacha Code of Honor, feeling that it gave too much power and significance to the prey they hunted. Thus the feud between the tribes began, and Nightstorm's legend soon grew amongst his kind, eventually leading him to elder status. He set out to unite the rest of the super predator tribe, ruthlessly hunting nothing less than the noble Yacha warriors. Berserker Predator. The Berserker Predator is the ultimate hunter. Born with superior physical abilities and intelligence, he was the youngest Yacha to ever kill a xenomorph and reach young blood status. Considered a prodigy among his clan, he quickly rose to almost legendary warrior status, achieving more kills than any predator of his generation. As a predator of the honored class, Berserker Predator became a leader of his own hunting clan, consisting only himself and two young blood predators, Tracker and Falconer. Falconer Predator. Highly skilled in engineering, Falconer Predator isn't interested in following the old Yacha traditions of the hunt. To him, the hunt must evolve, along with its tools. In his eyes, the best way to do so is to observe and acquire the techniques and technology of those he hunts. As a newly successful young blood class predator, Falconer Predator became intrigued by his prey that used flying creatures as a hunting tool. Not satisfied to domesticate and train such creatures on his home planet, Falconer Predator
built and programmed his own deadly bird, using the technology of the Yacha augmented by the technology of xenomorphs and other cultures he had encountered in his hunts. Tracker Predator. Tracker Predator always enjoyed the company of predator dogs over the company of other Yachas. Raised in a culture that revolves around hunting and stalking prey, Tracker Predator bred and trained predator dogs in the art of flushing and tracking, as he believed predator dogs were not used for their full abilities in the hunt by other Yachas. On his first official hunt of a xenomorph, the dogs of the Tracker Predator allowed him to track and kill a xenomorph in record time. But there wasn't much of a trophy to collect, as the dogs didn't leave a shred of the prey intact. Although brutal and wild, Tracker Predator is able to command these predator dogs with great mastery and received respect as a young blood class predator. Scavenge Predator. Although not part of the Super Predator clan, he is a half-breed, part Yacha, part Super Predator. Although raised in a small Yacha village, Scavenge prefers a nomadic lifestyle and has no official clan affiliation. A direct descendant of the ancient elder Nightstorm, he forged his armor and weapons to pay tribute to his powerful great ancestor, trading the gold of royalty for the warrior's steel. Unlike his super predator cousins, Scavenge lives by the Yacha honor code, but his silent nature, as well as his blatant reverence for Nightstorm, is often the cause of much contention amongst the other Yacha. A paradoxical loner with no interest in dealing with others, he will only follow those he greatly respects, such as the elder Crack Tusk. Scavenge is also known to bring his hound on hunts. It's the only living creature he truly trusts. Ghost Predator. Narrowly escaping a super predator raid on his village, the predator known as Ghost has used his presumed dead status to his advantage. He has devoted his life to systematically eliminating the entire race of those responsible for the death of his people. Living in complete solitude, Ghost has taught himself extreme focus and patience, often scouting super predator tribes for weeks before a calculated strike. Using specialized thermal dampening netting, he is only seen seconds before a kill. This has caused him to become a subject of super predator lore, a boogeyman, whom his targets fear. The psychological advantage gives Ghost an edge in combat, as his opponents are often fear-stricken upon seeing him. His plasma caster is only for defense. Ghost prefers the death blow of a cleaver sword or smart disc, ensuring that his prey see him at their moment of death. The Rogue Space Tribe. Composed of the leader Spike Tail, the sociopathic Laser Shot, and the silent armored Lost, the Rogue Space Tribe was created after their exile from Yacha Prime. Operating from a starship they stole during a heist job, they used its exceptional traveling capabilities to avoid enforcers and traverse across the far reaches of the galaxy, making them incredibly elusive. In addition to taking mercenary jobs from other alien races, they specialized in hunting non-organic beings, greatly helped by Lasershot's expertise on technology. They also had frequent clashes with the mysterious Yacha pirate named Razar, who threatened several of their missions on numerous occasions. So follow us on this journey as we talk about these bad blood predators. Spike Tail, Laser Shot, and Armored Lost from the Lost Tribe. And as we go through this, we will also talk about some other Predator clans who are also highly technological, like the Rogue Space Tribe. So here we go. Let's get into this. Spiked Tail Predator. The leader of the Rogue Space Tribe, Spiked Tail is allied with the Armored Lost and Laser Shot Predators. Spiked Tail's unorthodox hunting methods and use of illegal weapons caused the exile of his team from Yacha Prime. Using stolen time-space technology, the Space Tribe can travel much farther in the galaxy than most Yacha. This has allowed them to advance past hunting organic beings. They find non-organic mechanical beings to be more challenging prey and have modified their gear accordingly. Spiketail's age is assumed to be considerable. Thus, many suspect that the robotic trophies he claims for ornamentation are actually physical enhancements necessary to keep him in capable condition. In addition to hunting robotic life, a mysterious rival Yacha, the pirate called Rizar, has threatened several Space Tribe missions, and thus he has also become a target. Armored Lost Predator. Armored Lost Predator, a master of weapons, this mysterious mercenary of the Rogue Space Tribe was originally part of Greyback's old crew, the Lost Tribe, from which he took his name. After being tricked into a heist job with Spike Tail and Laser Shot on Yacha Prime, Lost was convicted as an accomplice to the theft of experimental Yacha technology, which included weapons and a spaceship. Being pursued by the High Council and their enforcers, the trio used the stolen prototype ship to narrowly escape off-world. After his deception, Lost had no trust for his two new partners, but conceded that's the only tribe he can still hunt with and maintain his honor. Now with an advanced ship, they can travel through space and time to explore new systems unlike any other Yacha ever could. In addition to taking mercenary jobs from other alien races, they eventually became specialized in artificial intelligence hunts, expanding well past biological targets. Silent and tactical, Lost prefers solitude and brings much needed order to the otherwise chaotic nature of his new crew. Laser Shot Predator. The Yacha known as Laser Shot is a bad blood sociopath with an obsession for technology and high-tech weaponry, always seeking new and grotesque methods of self-improvement. Growing up without a clan, honor and tradition never held any value for him. His only motivation is a morbid scientific curiosity with the goal of becoming the most efficient killing machine, literally. Treating his body as a customizable vessel for his mind, he's been known to surgically integrate tech into his body in order to enhance his physical abilities. Several instances of self-mutilation are known, such as replacing his left hand for modular weapon use and even removing his own eye because he'd built a more advanced version. Lasershot's understanding of technology and biosurgery have made him a valuable asset to the Rogue Space Tribe for hunting non-organics. In turn, Spiketail and Armored Lost accept his dark obsessions and unusual personal interests. Yellow Lantern Predator, or Sinestro Core Predator. Unfortunately, not much is known about this predator. He made an appearance in Green Lantern issue number 24 and 25. But I figured if the Rogue Space Tribe was going to add any additional members to its clan,
I feel like the Sinestro Corps Predator would be one of them. Being able to bring his power from the Yellow Lantern ring and also contributing to the high-tech nature and advancements of the Rogue Space Tribe. Now we're going to talk about another high-tech clan that unfortunately NECA only made 2 members of. So we will talk about the Dark Blade Clan. The clan was known for their advanced technology, far superior to the weaponry of the other clans. Their armor and weapons all followed the same design, black with red lights decorating them. However, Scarface's armor was a notable exception, following his own design. Other members of the Dark Blade clan were the rogue Bad Blood warriors Longspear, Swift-Knife, and Stoneheart, who were defeated and brainwashed by Borgia Industries. However, they were all given honorable deaths by their clan brother, Scarface. The members of the Dark Blade clan are the largest Yacha encountered so far in the franchise, standing around 8 feet tall, making them larger than even the Super Predators. Stoneheart Predator. Stoneheart Predator was once an honorable warrior. Then he was captured by Borgia Industries and subjected to a series of brutal augmentations that would see the towering predator brainwashed and turned into a cyborg. As his first combat test, he would be dispatched to end the revenge-fueled rampage of his former clan brother, Scarface. Before his conversion into a mind-controlled cyborg, Stoneheart was the enforcer and pack leader of the Dark Blade clan, renowned for his size and brutality. He shunned ranged weaponry, preferring to take on his prey literally hand to hand, foregoing even the traditional wrist blades in favor of hand-mounted daggers. His name was earned from his practice of gruesomely dismantling his prey, including a member of a rival clan who challenged his honor and accused him of using widely reviled genetic augmentation to gain his fearsome size. Alongside his fellow unwilling Bad Bloods, Longspear and Swift-Knife, Stoneheart would meet his fate at the hands of the redeemed Scarface, who fought the giant and finally delivered to him an honorable death. Scarface Predator, also known as the New Way Devil. A veteran predator of unimaginable battlefields, was exiled to a barren, hostile world for not only failing his hunt, but for leaving his technology for humans to find and dissect. After losing many hunting packs to the newly equipped humans, including that of the widely feared Stoneheart, the Dark Blade elders plucked the veteran from exile after 100 years for a chance at redemption, returning him to the hunt with the tools of an unblooded youngster to correct what he set in motion. Scarface did in fact complete his mission, and in the process did destroy Longspear, Swift-Knight, and Stoneheart, who had been manipulated by Borgia Industries. And after completing his mission, he was the first predator to be redeemed for his crimes and accepted back into Yacha society. The Gotham City Hunting Party visited Earth in 1991. They apparently stayed in orbit above Gotham for several days. One of their first hunters, dubbed the See-Through Slasher, conducted a subsequent hunt during this time. When Batman was able to subdue the hunter, the party watched as the hunter committed suicide. The party's elder presented Batman with the hunter's sword and left with others aboard their mother's ship. in Big Red's clan. Technically not part of the Gotham City hunting party in the comics. Yet not much is known about this clan, but for storytelling purposes, we will combine the two stories together. And we will talk about Albino Predator, Batman, the See-Through Slasher, Big Red, and Wasp Predator. So follow me on this journey as we go through the stories behind the Gotham City hunting party and Big Red's clan. After nearly losing his life in the first encounter with the Predator, after being bedridden and encased in an orthopedic cast, began the healing process, which took a very long time. Nowhere near healed yet, and just able to walk, he used a custom-designed powered sonar exoskeleton suit to increase his strength, compensate for his recovering blindness, and counter the Predator's stealth technology. The battle begins on the roof of the Gotham City Police Department, continues in the Batcave after a chase on the Batmobile, and ends in the outskirts of Wayne Manor after the Predator sustains several injuries, including being hit with a wide-spectrum tranquilizer by Batman and shot with an old blunderbuss by Alfred. Batman finally knocks it down with a wooden baseball bat as its ship lands. Others of its kind disembark. The defeated Predator commits honor suicide with a sword, which the Predator commander presents to Batman before leaving. Batman is confident that the Predators will not return after having met Gotham's inhabitants. The See-Through Slasher was a skilled warrior who only sought what he considered the most worthy game. His sights soon became fixed on Batman, and he would butt heads with the vigilante multiple times in numerous deadly skirmishes. He was a powerful opponent for Bruce, and was able to overwhelm him with relative ease, using his superior strength and assortment of gadgets. He continued to hold his own whilst drugged with a powerful tranquilizer by Batman. Though he was not above petty acts, killing defenseless animals and an old blind man to deny Batman a useful asset, the slasher recognized defeat and killed itself through ritualistic suicide to preserve his honor. Big Red Predator. Not much is known about Big Red, aside from the fact that he was the leader of a hunting party of Yatja, which conducted a hunt in Gotham City. After witnessing Batman defeat a member of his clan, Big Red, accompanied by the albino and wasp Predator, emerged and stood off against Batman, as several xenomorphs emerged from behind him. The unique red armor and brighter flesh tones distinguish the Big Red Predator from others in his clan. It is assumed Big Red has an affinity for the samurai culture, as evidenced by his ornamental belt and the two katana swords that hang from his right hip. Contrary to most predators, his wrist blades are golden in color and are housed on his left gauntlet, as opposed to the traditional right side location. Legend has it that Big Red has encountered many xenomorphs and an infamous vigilante during his hunt. Wasp Predator. A member of Big Red's clan, the Wasp Predator is a ruthless hunter whose flesh tones and skin patterns resemble those of the flying insect. He has even customized his bio to match. Armed with wrist blades and his unique spear, the Wasp routinely decapitates his victims and mounts their severed heads atop his spear. When not hunting with Big Red, the Wasp takes flight in his customized Blade Fighter vehicle. His sole purpose is to hunt and exterminate every xenomorph he finds. Albino Predator. Devoid of pigment in the skin, hair, and eyes, the albino predator lurks in the shadows. Enraged by the stigma of being ostracized for his genetic mutation, albino's propensity for violence is extreme, even by predator standards.
A member of Big Red's clan, the albino shuns most of the traditional predator weaponry, like plasma casters, throwing discs, swords, and spears. He prefers hand-to-hand combat and will literally tear his prey limb from limb. The wrist blades, his only weapon, are used to eviscerate his opponents. The Alpha Predator. Thousands of years ago, on a planet far from Earth, ancient Yacha ancestors, known as the Hish-Kuten, the Hish, were invaded by the Amenji, a race of alien insectoids. The Amenji were a ruthless nomadic civilization who, have exhausted their own world's resources in pursuit of technological ambitions, would go from planet to planet like a swarm, consuming anything they had need for and ruling what was left. In these early days, the Hish were generally smaller and more animal-like in nature than their contemporary predator descendants. Lacking the necessary strength and intelligence to withstand such an advanced foreign attack, the natives were easily overtaken and would be enslaved for many centuries. The Amenji were cruel rulers, using the primitive Hish for slave labor, food, experiments, and eventually entertainment in the form of game hunting and fighting competitions. Most notable were the fights, which would go on to become especially popular among the invaders. Some combatants even gained followings, and it wasn't long until wagers were set on the matches. Gambling was a regular obsession among the upper tier of Amenji society, and with more at stake, larger members of the Hish species were sought out, chemically enhanced, and trained to become effective tools for earning their owners' profit and power. Well into the Amenji occupation, one of the largest and most fierce Hish fighters emerged, one like nothing ever seen before. Once matured, he commanded respect and fear from even his own captors, known as Kale, a term meaning rage. This imposing young beast was not only physically impressive for his species, but was also unusually intelligent. Careful to appear loyal, Kale secretly dedicated himself to regaining the freedom of his people and gradually allied himself with other powerful slaves throughout the established territories. Meanwhile, the Amenji rulers grew so rich and arrogant that they failed to realize the compromising position they'd created for themselves. When the time was right, Kale, aided by his chosen tribe, orchestrated a strategic and bloody insurrection. With their military soft and unchallenged for centuries, the Amenji leadership was usurped within days as they faced the fury of countless oppressed Hish generations, manifested in these brave warriors. Despite the Amenji's advanced technology and tough exoskeletons, no defense proved effective enough against the monsters they'd created. A revolution took place, and the occupation was savagely dispatched. When the initial slaughter was over, Kale took one of the larger carcasses, carved off the external shell, and created body armor for himself, wearing his enemy as a trophy. The others followed suit, and a true hunting tribe was formed. These were the first predators. Shortly thereafter, the remaining Amenji would be hunted down and either forced into slavery or executed. Their technology, however, would be embraced by the natives and expanded upon the generations, ultimately leading to a perfect balance between the scientific and the natural aspects of Hish Yacha culture. Yacha history forever honors this noble tale of Kale, the first hunter, forever known as the Alpha Predator.
What's up, guys? Hope you like these videos. I thought it would be a good opportunity to do a large format video and put all the predator tribes that I've done so far and put them all in one video for those of you that like to watch longer videos. So pretty crazy. So 80 minutes essentially of just predator lore videos, so action figure storytelling. So I think it was cool just to kind of go through this, this process. That was a fun project to go through the Lost Tribe, the Tartarus Tribe,
isolated clan, the rogue space tribe, um, the Gotham City hunting party, even doing the Alpha Predator is kind of a one-off. I thought was a pretty cool opportunity and pretty cool idea. I've never done anything like that, and I just thought it'd be cool to kind of share that all with you. So I don't plan on doing any more of these videos for a bit, just because I kind of ran out of a lot of the tribes. That doesn't mean I won't do one, but for now, this is kind of where I'm at. So I thought I'd just release this all to you all in one spot. So thank you all so much for supporting this channel. It means a lot, and I really appreciate you all liking and subscribing. So um, yeah, it's nothing I ever thought I'd be doing is YouTube videos, but I really enjoy doing it. So like I said, anything you guys do to support will be great. And I'll bring more reviews, customizations, etc. to you all. And again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will catch you all in the next video.